A local HOA president warns that a bill moving in the Florida House allowing homeowners to dissolve their HOAs could be a big problem. Action News Jax state and local government reporter Jake Stofan is live. And Jake, he says abolishing HOAs would result in lower property values.
And he also worries it would lead to an inability to maintain amenities like ponds, pools, and parks. Despite the bill laying out a pretty high bar neighbors would have to hurdle to dissolve their HOAs, he believes if the bill passes, we would see a wave of HOAs dissolved throughout the state. Legislation moving in the state capitol would make it easier for neighbors to take their HOAs to court and even abolish their HOAs entirely. Scott Lara has been president of his neighborhood HOA for 4 years. He says he understands where the frustration is coming from, but argues allowing neighbors to dissolve their HOAs isn't the answer.
Playgrounds, ponds, who's going to maintain those? That's why HOAs are here.
And he warns those who abolish their HOAs would likely end up with buyer's remorse.
If HOAs are dissolved, homeowner values will plummet.
State Representative Juan Porras is behind the bill, which he filed after a major HOA corruption scandal came to light in his Miami district. But he argues it's not just an issue isolated to South Florida.
I've heard from frustrated homeowners from the Panhandle to the Florida Keys that feel so frustrated and don't know where to turn to when it comes to dealing with these corrupt HOAs.
Right now, he argues there's no real recourse. Even under his bill, dissolving an HOA wouldn't be easy. 50% of neighbors would have to sign off on a petition, and then 60% of neighbors would have to vote in favor of dissolution.
And even if that election were to pass, the homeowners then would have to propose a plan of dissolution in front of a judge, in front of one of these new HOA court judges that we're creating, to ensure that common areas are still going to be maintained and certain debts or outstanding, liens are taken care of.
Lara says he would like to see some compromise, but he argues opening the door for dissolution is akin to opening a Pandora's box.
I'm all in favor of making sure that HOAs are run effectively, that the money is accounted for, and that people are held accountable. But we got to work together.
Now, that HOA bill still has 2 more committee stops in the House. An identical Senate version has not been filed, at least not yet. For local coverage, you can count on Live on the South Side. I'm Jake Stofan, Action News Jax.